Sologenic has been making big moves today, and it started several days ago, actually about a week ago to be exact. And on this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about why it's moving so much in terms of the price, why it essentially just doubled in the last couple of days, what it's at now, and where it could be going in the future based on some of the technicals as well as some of the projects that they're working on building on the XRP ledger. There's also Corium, which is airdropped to everybody that holds the Solo token. So we're going to talk about all of that stuff, all of the financials and the technicals, and figure out if what is going on down in Miami has anything to do with it as well. Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, I covered the airdrop of Solo tokens to XRP holders and to Solo holders back in January. So I'm giving a little bit of an update on this airdrop because there's more to come. Hey everyone, my name is Randy and welcome back to the Late Night Grind. Right now on this channel, we're covering cryptocurrency news, investment markets, and personal finance. So if any or all these topics interest you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the Late Night Grind community. And I'd appreciate it if you do two things: smash the thumbs up button and watch the video to the end. These are the two best things you can do to support a YouTube channel. Also, I'll have a link in the description to my Patreon account. You can go and check that out if you want to sign up for some more money-making crypto content. All right, guys, let's jump into it. Sologenic's price has been exploding. So let's go back about a week. And it was at one of its lowest points since it was actually airdropped back in January. It was at actually about 31.7 cents, depending on which exchange you are actually looking at. And then all of a sudden something happened. Well, it broke a almost 3-month-long downtrend, and it broke out of that and then started to move. Not explosive moves, but it started to move up nonetheless. And it started to move up without any pullbacks. I mean, literally, there were hours on end without any little tiny red candles. Nothing. It was straight all green. That basically continued for the next 4 days until yesterday. Yesterday, there were some announcements that I believe really put Sologenic, put some buzz in the air about it, as well as what some of the Sologenic team members were doing down in Miami at the Bitcoin conference. So Bob Ross, who's actually one of the co-creators of Sologenic, he tweeted out yesterday that the Sologenic digital wallet, that the project to incorporate it into a big Layer 1 exchange is completed. Now, there is a lot of speculation about which Layer 1 exchange that is. I heard somebody say it's Coinbase, which of course that would be huge, but I haven't seen anything about Coinbase. I looked all over the place, looked through Reddit, looked through some of the different forums, and I didn't find any rumors, at least none that looked to be true, about Coinbase listing Sologenic. But nonetheless, there's still a Layer 1 blockchain looking to list Solo. And if we remember back to airdrop time, there was a few exchanges thrown out there by the Sologenic team that Solo was going to get listed on. They had listed a bunch of them. There was Bittrex, Uphold was going to be one of them, Bitfimex, a couple of others, as well as Binance, because Binance was going to be supporting the airdrop of Solo tokens to XRP holders. Even though XRP is not listed on Binance, you could still hold your XRP there. So of course, some of that speculation being that Sologenic is going to get listed on Binance. And that has not been talked about, but as soon as I see some of the news come out, some of the true news, I will definitely be reporting on it. So anyway, Bob Ross tweeted that out, and the price of Solo continued to move. It moved up from 31 cents about a week ago to it was about at 40 cents. And throughout the day yesterday, it moved up to 45 cents, 48 cents, 49 cents. And as of this morning, continued to move. And then it pretty much just exploded. Within a matter of hours, Sologenic had exploded from about 50 cents up to 74 cents, at least according to the one exchange that I was looking at. Gate.io is one of them. And so it looked like it just wasn't going to stop. It looked like it was going straight to $1 without stopping. But it did stop. There was a pullback. Of course, when you go up 50% in a day, there's going to be some consolidation, some profit taking. Obviously, people that make 20, 30, 40, 50, 100% on their money in a day, they're going to take some of that out. And that's exactly what we saw. So the price of Solo came back down, actually hit about 52 cents. And as I'm making this video, it is about at 54 cents and continuing to climb back up at a steady pace. Not the explosive pace we saw earlier, but nonetheless steady. And so what are some of the price targets that we could be looking at? Well, based on some of the support and resistance that some of the technicals are now flashing, it looks like 70, 75 cents is another one of those resistance zones, just like it hit earlier today. Beyond that, we're looking at $1, $1.30, $1.80, and $2 as the next levels of resistance that this could face if it continues to climb like it's been. Now, Sologenic's been working on a bunch of different projects for the XRP ledger. They have the NFT marketplace that just went live. They have their Solodex, the decentralized exchange. They have the decentralized exchange and wallet that you can use that just integrated a fiat on-ramp. So you can use a decentralized exchange and now swap out USD or several other fiat currencies for XRP. And then you can take that XRP and you can hold XRP, or you can swap it out for Solo or some of the other tokens that are actually on the XRP ledger. That, of course, is some very bullish news. But then when you combine that with the airdrop that Solo token holders are getting, and that is the Layer 1 blockchain Corium that Sologenic developers are actually working on and airdropping core tokens to Solo holders. The third airdrop, now these are monthly airdrops. It's 13 months long and then actually 2 years longer for a slightly lower amount of airdrop. But every month, Solo token holders get an airdrop of core tokens. Recently, actually yesterday, the airdrop for the next round of core tokens was released. Now this will take 3, 4, 5 days to actually complete, just like the other ones, but nonetheless, it's a monthly airdrop of core tokens to Solo holders. So how much are these core tokens actually worth? Well, right now, not much, because the mainnet of Corium has not been released. In fact, it's not slated until August or possibly even further than that. And can you really swap it for anything? Well, yes, you can. You can actually swap it right now with XRP. So how much is the core token actually worth at this point? Well, based on what you can swap it for on the Sologenic DEX for XRP and what XRP is currently trading at, it makes the core token worth roughly 63 cents. Now, that's not a lot. But remember, like I said, Solo holder tokens, holding the Sologenic token is almost like a dividend. It's almost like holding a dividend stock. Just by holding it, you're actually going to get paid in another cryptocurrency just for holding Solo. And you're going to get that dividend every single month for the rest of the year, and then a smaller amount for the next 2 years if you continue to hold Solo. So there's a lot of very positives for Sologenic that could be why some of this price action is actually starting now. Why is it starting now? Well, I think a couple of things. The Sologenic team is down in Miami talking about some of their projects, and of course you have some of these projects actually launching, and of course XRP is in the news quite a bit as well. And when XRP does well, a lot of these projects that are tied to the XRP ledger are going to do well as well, and that's just my opinion. I think some of these projects, if XRP succeeds, a lot of these projects will succeed at least to some degree. Kind of like how a lot of other tokens kind of rely on Bitcoin for any value movement whatsoever. I think these are a little bit different, but they still need the XRP ledger to succeed. So like I said, the price of Solo right now is climbing. The volume is the biggest thing that I've been looking at. The volume is going through the roof. It's actually much bigger than pre-snapshot levels back in January, at least from the exchange that I tracked. And overall, it's just continuing to climb. So for me, if you watch this channel, you probably know for several months now at least that I'm very bullish on this project. But really, for me, XRP Ledger, the Sologenic token, and the core token are great long-term holds. I think over the next couple of years, all three of them are going to go absolutely bonkers. And so I think all three of these projects are extremely promising to the blockchain ecosystem and to the XRP ledger. And I can't wait to see some of these other projects that Ripple's $250 million grant fund is actually starting to fund and starting to work on, especially some of these super creative NFT projects. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think about Sologenics and some of the price movement, as well as the core airdrop, or if you are actually participating in that. And of course, if you watch this channel for Ripple versus the SEC case information, well, make sure you subscribe to the Late Night Grind, because there's a couple big decisions that the judge is going to rule on very soon that are going to have a big impact in this case. And also, don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter. I talk about all these projects on Twitter. It's where I find a lot of the information. It's where I retweet information and have some discussions about it. So if you want to have a discussion with me about it, you can always follow me on Twitter. And like I said, go ahead and check out my Patreon. It is a private group in which I'm posting some money-making information and tips that I'm not going to always talk about on this YouTube channel, which is more of a daily update and information channel. So I'd really appreciate it if you go ahead and check that out. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, for smashing that thumbs up button, for watching all the way to the end. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.